Thank you, everyone. Sorry for that was rude. Can't help it. Good evening, and thank you for coming out to the Penn Estate's Murder Mystery Dinner. My name is Matthew Jacobson, and I am the co-director and writer of the performance you are about to see. We have some general housekeeping rules. I ask that you all please turn off your phones, or at least put them on silent. Let's do that now. I'll wait. Also, I ask that you please do not talk to, distract, or touch any of the actors during the performance. Just so you all know, the lights will be going out during the performance, so I ask that you remain seated and do not move. Also, there will be a sound effect of a gun going off, so do not get freaked out. Now, towards the end of the play, I will be asking for a detective from each table. There will be a detective from each table, and I ask that you pay close attention to the directions of our narrator, because he will give that detective their instructions. As for the main course, that will be served at the end of the play. Once again, I want to thank you for coming out to the Penn State's Murder Mystery. I ask for your undivided attention and enjoy the play. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Oak Mansion. My name is Professor Plum. The scene you're about to see tonight is a mystery dealing with blackmail and murder. The scene takes place in the home of Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson is the sole occupant of Oak Mansion. Mr. Johnson has invited 5 guests to a party this evening. They are Mrs. White, Mr. Smith, Mr. Doe, Ms. Jackson, and Dr. Stevens. What none of the guests knows is that Mr. Johnson is going to reveal blackmail that he has on all of them this evening. Let us go now as the butler of Oak Mansion greets the guests.
Good evening, sir. My name is Henry. May I take your coat?
Ishmael, my good man. My name is Mr. Smith. Now, where is our distinguished host at tonight?
All in good time, sir. He will be joining us later. Please follow me to the study. Would you care for a drink?
I would love a drink. Thank you. Now, are there more guests coming, or am I the only one? Look at that pig.
Evening, madam. May I?
I have no time to talk. Where is the host, and what is the meaning of this letter he sent me?
The host will be joining us later. And as for that letter, well, that question will be answered as well. Please follow me. There's another guest in the study.
Hello there, I'm Miss White. And you are?
Hello, I'm Mr. Smith. I couldn't help but overhear you were discussing letters. I received one too. That's what yours said.
It was just an invitation to tonight's party, and that it said something to do with my husband. Probably another guest.
Would you like to come in, sir? May I take your coat?
Thank you, but I'd like to keep it if you don't mind. May I ask where our host is? You wouldn't happen to be him, would you?
No, sir, I'm not your host. He will be joining us later. Please follow me to the study.
Good evening.
Good evening to you as well. I'm glad I'm not the only one who came to this dinner.
Why, yes, I thought I was the only one too until Miss White here joined me not that long ago. We were just discussing our letters.
Ah, you received letters as well. May I ask what yours said?
First off, I'd like to know your name before I start telling you my life story.
Oh, I do apologize. My name is Dr. Stevens, and as the gentleman pointed out, you must be Mrs. White.
Yes, and the gentleman's name is Mr. Smith. As for my letter, all it said was that I was invited to this party and there'd be matters concerning my husband.
You know, mine said something about the work I do. I work with the government, that's all I can really say.
Interesting. Mine said something about my practice, and that coming here would be important to its survival.
Would anyone here care for more drinks?
No, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, I'd like another glass of champagne. And another thing, where's the host? I'm sick and tired of waiting.
Just more guests?
Evening, madam. May I take your coat?
Yes, please do be careful with it.
Of course.
Thank you. This is a lovely home. Now, may I ask where the host is? I need to speak with him right away.
The host will be joining us later. There are other guests waiting in the study. Please follow me.
Okay.
Would you care for a drink?
No drinking for me. I'm driving tonight. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I'm Miss Jackson.
Evening, I'm Miss White. That's Dr. Stevens and this is Mr. Smith. I overheard you saying you used to speak to our host as well. Let me guess, it has to do with something in a letter they sent you?
Well, something along those lines. I would have thought our host would be here by now. I wonder what's keeping him.
Him? My letter did not have a name on it. Do you happen to know who our host is?
I have no idea. No, I have no idea. Oh, another guest.
Good evening, sir. May I take your coat?
Sure. Can you take me to the host, please?
The host will be joining you and the others shortly.
Others. I didn't know there'd be others. Where are they now?
They are waiting in the study. Please follow me.
Hello there, everyone. I am Mr. Doe.
Good evening.
It is good that others have arrived to attend this dinner.
May I have everyone's attention, please? Follow me to the dining room as dinner is about to be served. Everyone, please follow me. Please sit wherever you like. The host will be joining you for supper shortly.
It's about time. I want to know what on earth is going on. I want answers.
Answers to what, my dear?
You should know. All of us here receive letters having to do with personal matters.
My word. My letter only said to here at the same time. She's ready for some kind of surprise.
May I have your attention, ladies and gentlemen? The first course is about to be served.
We'll now have a short 2 or 3 minute intermission as the butler serves our guests. You may talk amongst yourselves at the table.
If it was, that'd be the greatest compliment I've ever seen. Yeah, on the front of the account. Had to stay confidential. I'm probably like the evil dictator he told you about.
Jimmy's been in the training place.
One more minute, Sean, and then I'll cue you to start. I'm gonna go and contact you, Joe.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Everyone, please settle down.
ladies and gentlemen, all the guests are now in place. They sit in the dining room wondering why they are there. Each guest wonders what the host has in mind for them. While they talk amongst themselves, their single thought is, what does the host want with me? As the first course is being served, they hear footsteps in the hallway. Let's go now as the guests prepare to encounter their host.
May I have your attention, ladies and gentlemen? May I introduce to you your host of the evening, Mr. Johnson.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to my home. I'm glad you all could make it. Please remain seated and continue.
Not so fast, buddy. I want to know what the deal is with this letter and what it has to do with my husband.
And I want to know what my practice has to do with anything.
We all like to be informed on what we're doing here.
Calm down, everyone, please.
No, you know what? Explain yourself now.
Enough. I want to sit and enjoy my dinner before discussing business.
You see, business. What do you mean business?
Due time, due time. Enjoy your food. Henry, would you serve the main course?
Why, of course, sir, right away.
Henry. I hope you enjoyed the meals I had my cook.
You know what? It's delicious. But I still think we need to get down to the matter at hand. Why exactly you're not sitting here tonight? Tell us. We want to know.
We've been here long enough. It's about time you hear why we're here.
Well, I was hoping to enjoy my dinner first, but I guess I've kept you waiting long.
You're damn right. You better tell me why your letter said something about my husband, why Dr. Stevens' letter said something about his practice, and why we all got letters having to deal with personal matters.
Yes, why indeed? How is that husband of yours, Mrs. White? Still serving in the Marines? Or you, Mr. Smith? How is that government job going? Or you, Dr. Stevens? With all the problems at your practice is going great, correct? Then why did I invite you here?
I want to know why I am here.
Ask Miss Jackson why you're here.
Don't point fingers at me. I did what I did to protect myself.
What Miss Jackson is trying to say is that I have information on all of you, and I will use it against you.
You're blackmailing us?
It's very simple. If you want to keep your secrets, just that, a secret, you will follow my instructions to the T.
I'm not gonna sit here and be bullied by some two-bit jerk. I'm leaving right this instant.
Yeah, me too.
You You may all leave, but Mrs. White, how is it that your husband is still serving in the Marines? Or you, Dr. Stevens, with all the problems at your practice, it's amazing that it's still open.
Well, you see,
Sit down and listen. You too, Smith. I know that your husband should have been dismissed from the service for some of his actions, and yet he still manages to serve as a Marine. I know also that your malpractice insurance, Dr. Stevens, is very high, and yet you manage to keep your practice going. As for you, Smith, well, let's just say I'm not the only one who knows how to take advantage of people. Mr. Doe, you're a hard man to figure out, but don't think you're safe either.
I want to know how you convinced Miss Jackson to get the information on us.
I just wanted to make sure no one found out about what I'd done.
Very true. You see, before trying experiments on humans, you're supposed to use animals first. But Jackson was so confident in her formula that she bypassed the first step and went straight to humans. Tell everyone how that went for you, my dear.
There, my dear. I understand. Do you feel good about yourself?
Oh, I don't care how good I feel. I just want to see you all suffer. Besides, none of you are saints, so who are you to judge what I do? Well, this has gone on long enough. It is now 5 to 8. Before the clock strikes 8, I want to hear whether you will pay for my keeping my mouth shut. I will be in the library reading a book and waiting for your answer. You may follow me to the library, or you may leave. But if you do leave, remember there will be consequences. There's one last piece of business. Henry, bring in the boxes.
Right away, sir.
Go ahead and open them.
Is this the information you have on us? Are you rubbing it in our faces?
Open them and see for yourself. You're probably wondering why I have done this. Well, To be honest with you, I wanted to make things more interesting. Everyone here has a grudge with me, and now you have the means to do something about it. But if you think about it, I'm not the bad guy here. It was Miss Jackson who found out all your secrets. Henry, take these weapons and put them in different rooms, and then you may leave for the night.
Of course, sir.
If any of you is going to try something, now is your chance. I won't see you, nor will anyone else. Henry is the only one that knows the whereabouts of the weapons, and he's gone. I can't wait to see what happens. Please enjoy the rest of your night. I will be right here.
You're a piece of scum, you know that, right?
You're one to talk. I didn't know you were so good at finding information.
You know what? She's right. You're lucky I don't kick your ass right here.
You could, but then your information will get out.
Screw you, Johnson.
Good, now we can talk, my dear.
You're right, but I don't know why Doe is here.
Well, you know I have nothing on him, but I invited him so you could get to know him better.
You horrible, horrible man.
I may be a horrible person, but I'm not the one on death row here. You are!
I'll kill you!
How about I get off it?
What happened here? I heard a gunshot.
Henry, where did you?
Move aside. Let me check them. Well, thank God, she's alive. Smith, hold her head up.
You know what? I think she'll be all right. But you know what, Henry? What are you still doing here? I thought you were told to leave, man.
Well, you see, Mr. Johnson told me to come sneak back in the house and call the police in case anything should happen. And well, if you were to die, release all your information, unless
What? Spit it out!
we discover which one of you killed him. If we discover which one you killed him, well, everyone's information is safe, with the exception of the killer, of course.
Hold on. I think Jackson's waking up.
What happened to me? For that matter, what happened to Mr. Johnson?
He's dead, my dear.
Oh my!
How did this happen?
Isn't clear. One of us killed him. The question is who?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's where you come in. It's up to you to discover who did it and why. Each table has been given 2 envelopes. Open them up. Now decide who your detective will be and have them come to the door. I'll give you a few minutes to do this.
Should they ask me for the props? I have a gunshot here.
What was that, Dave?
I had a gunshot sound.
Oh, no, it's better with a real gun.
Yeah, but it didn't work.
Oh, it didn't come through?
No. It didn't.
In the kitchen.
Once you decide on detective, just remind me one time, come to this. I'm sorry about that, Dave. I was just running back and forth making sure.
You're doing it again, Matt.
But
Get out of the camera.
I can't help it.
This is the angle of the camera. Under or over? You want the video.
I'm ready to let me know whoever did the sacrifice. Maybe they don't know
You're already in trouble then.
This is not a difficult task. You're have all of the pictures.
Oh, wait, how did you get voted?
Because I'm the director of the play.
I need a detective.
Come on, sir.
Come on down.
That's all was going